Hi, it's Sergeant from Walker Primitive. I want to talk to you today about a little bit of a hygiene topic, on the topic of keeping your teeth clean, and keeping your teeth clean, especially in a survival environment. If you're out hunting, camping, whatever, it's not too much of an issue, and usually you probably do have, hopefully you do pack something like toothbrush, toothpaste to keep your teeth clean. But in the survival situation where you might not have, the proper equipment, thus it being a emergency or survival situation, keeping your teeth clean could be a difficult thing if you're not prepared, don't know how to do it. But it is a very important thing to do because so much can happen to your body if you let your teeth and your gums go. An infection can set in very easily through your mouth. An infection sets into your jaw and your gum lines and all that. It can cause very, very many big tragic problems for your health and whatnot. Especially if you get an infection to the point where you can't eat no more, you can't chew food or whatnot, and definitely can inhibit your ability to survive. So what I wanted to go over with you today was two things you could do at the bare minimum to help with your hygiene, as far as your oral hygiene, if you don't have a toothbrush or toothpaste available. One of the first things at the very least you can do is, if you have a cotton bandana, or even like I have my shemagh, just taking that alone, wrapping it around your finger as such, and then just vigorously rubbing your teeth with it will help get some of that plaque and that buildup off to help keep your teeth clean. It's not going to be a complete cleaning like you would with the teeth. It's not really going to get in to your gum line, but it'll definitely help get some of the crud and stuff off your teeth and keep it clean. Next thing you can do is, if you carry some kind of cordage, like 550 cord, the guts themselves can be pulled out and broken down. Or even if you have bank line, you can break that bank line down into threads, into strings, so you can get in there and do some flossing and to keep your teeth clean. So with a cotton bandana or a shemagh or even your t-shirt or something, the rub on your finger to clean the outsides of your teeth, the surface of your teeth, and then using a string or whatnot to clean the insides is an effective means to help reducing the chances of you getting some kind of infection, or at least getting bad teeth and bad oral hygiene while you're out in the woods. Next thing you can do, another thing you can do, is make yourself an improvised toothbrush. And the way I did that is, first you want to make sure you're selecting a edible tree. I don't mean edible, but one that's not poisonous or going to harm you. For this case, I used a green branch from a birch tree. Well, not a birch tree, I'm sorry, a beech tree. And I just took a green branch, about maybe a little less than pencil thick, and then shaved the bark off on one end, made sure the end wasn't too sharp, and then just gnawed it and chewed it until I broke it completely down to where it's nothing but a bunch of bristles, almost like a little paintbrush. And then with that, you can just simply get in there and scrub each tooth individually, brushing all the way around. And this actually does get into the gum line, along the gum line, in between your teeth. And you can use that to help effectively clean your teeth. And then you could just discard this when you're done with it. Next morning or next night, find yourself another branch, once again, gnaw it down, and then just continue to clean that. And if you do your research as well, you can actually learn some trees that do have a little bit of an antiseptic property to them. I'm not going to name off any off the top of my head because I'm a little bit unsure. I don't want to give you misinformation, but you can do the research, and you can find some trees that, because of the natural oils and whatnot in their bark and so forth, do have a little bit of an antiseptic quality. So if you can recognize those trees and find those, you're also disinfecting your mouth as well as brushing your teeth. So just wanted to give those a couple little pointers out for a little personal hygiene note, just for keeping your oral care up to par when you're out in a survival situation or a self-reliance situation, because it is very important. It's very important throughout history, whether in survival cases, even in POW camp life, through the many wars that this country has fought. A lot have A lot of the soldiers' health is even boiled down to how well they kept care of their teeth. The ones who didn't or couldn't keep care of their teeth, that just led to infection. It led to other health problems, and the infection alone and the pain alone led to them not being able to eat, which diminished their nutrition and their healthiness from that as well. So keep that in mind whenever you're in a survival situation, that you keep that the health of your teeth up to par, because that's definitely going to play an important factor, not only in just your survival, but even in the long-term run. You know, we want to keep care of our teeth. We only get one set. False ones are very expensive, but you know, keep what we got and keep care of what we got. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Sarge Pete with Earth Walker Primitive. Thank you.